So I feel a lot of questions from Pete and our sales team about things that people are asking before they join Carrot and before they really dive into the online side of things. And so I thought I'd draw it out here on a piece of paper, kind of why you need Carrot. How does Carrot fit into your business if you're a real estate investor, if you're a real estate agent? How does online fit into your business? Even if all of your marketing is offline, how does online amplify your offline? And then next, why are the top investors and agents getting such better results with Carrot than with their custom sites or broker provided websites if you're a real estate agent, or with any of the other templated stuff out there, okay? So the first thing is this. In any marketing that you do, you're creating demand for searches for online, okay? If we take out our cell phones, I've got mine over there, everybody has their cell phone with them, and you can really relate to this as well. Whenever you're looking to research something, you could be at Home Depot, you could be in a store, you could even be at your house. If you're researching to buy something or make a big decision, you always take out your cell phone or hop on your computer and you do a quick search. And you might be searching, hey, let me research to see if I can find people that'll buy my house. And let me research if I can see and look at reviews for this flooring that I'm looking at Home Depot. The culture of today is taking the things that they hear and are influenced by offline and then using online to research and make decisions. So wouldn't it be smart and wouldn't it be an amplifier in your business if when people were researching to make those decisions, your website actually amplified it and guided them towards the process of working with you? There's a lot of money sitting there that isn't coming to you that should be coming to you. I'm gonna show you actually how to get it in this video and other videos in our YouTube channel, okay? So let's say you're doing just direct mail. Let's say you're doing cold calling, anything like that offline, radio, TV. What's happening is you're creating demand for people to search for your company name, for your name if you're actually in the marketing. Okay, so if you're a real estate agent or an investor, you're sending out postcards or letters or making phone calls. I'm taking out my phone, and I'm gonna Google your phone number, I'm gonna Google your company, and I'm gonna look for reviews. Google actually itself made a big algorithm update just recently that placed reviews and credibility of the companies high in one of their ranking criteria now. Okay, so not only is this just about getting in front of people that you're creating demand from offline and getting in front of them when they're looking for you, but also now it's starting to be a factor in the way that Google ranks your website in Google. Are you credible? Are you showing up with good reviews? Things like that. What about when you're doing SEO, or what about when you're doing ads on YouTube or Facebook or Google? What you're doing is you're creating demand once again. So you're creating demand for people to search for your brand, for anything identifiable about you. They go land on your website, hopefully, if you have one. If you don't have one, that's a massive leaky bucket in your business. Okay, we have a client, Carter, actually out of Oklahoma, and he's one of the top home buyers in all of Oklahoma. I think he's the number one home buyer in Oklahoma City. And he has a really, really successful business, been around for about a decade. And he had a website. He had a website that was really pretty looking. It would rank well for when you Google his company name. But the problem was it got leads, but he didn't know how many leads it was not getting. He didn't know how many leads it was actually losing. And come to find out, he's losing hundreds of thousands of dollars per year because of the leads he was losing because his website wasn't set up to convert. So I'm going to walk you through how our websites and how our system makes your conversion path better and how it converts more of your qualified leads into profits through the funnel, okay? But all of your marketing creates demand. All that demand, people are taking out their cell phones or their computers, they're doing research online, and we need to capture them, we need to get in front of them, and then guide them through a process to build credibility and to educate them on what you do and how you do it, how you stand out, and give them a clear way to work with you. Okay, so now let's go over here. I'm gonna peel these puppies off of here. So what are some of those reasons that people are having so much success with Carrot as their choice to really amplify their offline marketing and dive in and scale up their online marketing? The first thing is online is growing every single year. So what we find in our marketing, whether you're doing direct mail or cold calling or any of those kinds of things, they go in waves, okay? So as real estate investors use direct mail because it works, everybody and their dog starts using direct mail. So then you see when you show up to a motivated house seller's house, you see the stack of direct mail pieces, right? So your sellers have 20, 30, 40 options now because the demand is created by real estate investors doing direct mail because it works, so everybody does it. If you're a real estate agent, the same thing. If you find out from a conference or something that these postcards to the neighbors of your listings work great, awesome. What happens when everybody starts sending those out? The response rates of your direct mail actually start to go down. Okay, the same thing happens with cold calling, same thing happens with all of it. They always go in waves. It works amazingly well at the start. Then as more competition uses it, the response rates go down, down, down. Now, it's not a bad thing. If it's working, keep doing it. But what I want to show you is The online side of things is the only one of those marketing methods that keeps growing every single year. There's more people using it. There's more demand for it, which means that's the one that's not going to go away. That's the one that's not going to be going these up and down trends. It's continually an uptrend. And if you're not getting on that continual uptrend now, what happens if cold calling is your jam right now and cold calling stops working as well in a year, like direct mail did just recently, okay? What happens? Well, if you've got the online part nailed, you're protected there, okay? If you don't, you're gonna have to then go pick up and try to start all over again and try to find a new marketing method. Next thing, Carrot converts higher. Okay, that was one thing way at the beginning, way before Carrot. That was one of the things I really took upon myself in my own learning journey is I got people to my websites, and I got people to my clients' websites, but they weren't converting into leads very much. So I went on about an 8-year journey to learn how do you make a website convert well? How do you actually speak to the visitor? How do you actually guide the visitor down a path where it makes sense in the order that they're trying to make a decision, where you're delivering credibility, you're delivering testimonies, you're delivering an easy, clear, clean, unobstructed path to convert into a lead to work with you. Okay, so we've generated millions and millions and millions of leads with our customers alone. And I've personally generated, before we started Carrot, nearly 100,000 leads in the real estate industry for myself or for some clients. And so we've done tons and tons of split tests, well over 1,000 split tests, where we test, does this version work better? Does this version work better? Some of our tests would yield like a 5% improvement. Some tests would yield a double, 100% plus improvement. And if you start to look at the website, a lot of people think, well, shoot, aren't all websites equal? What about the website my broker gave me? Or what about my $15,000 custom site that I'm really proud because it looks beautiful, like Carter's was in Oklahoma? Okay, now circling back to that story, he went through and decided, you know what, I'm gonna go with something that is set up for performance, not prettiness. And we're always performance over aesthetics. He set up the Carrot site, went through our concierge program, and he sent me an email about a month later that basically tested to the fact that not only have his leads dramatically increased, doing no online marketing, just amplifying the things he was doing offline. He was doing radio, TV, direct mail, things like that. His leads dramatically increased, and get this, and his lead to close ratio increased by about 300%. His lead to close ratio increased by 300% by making a website change, okay? How does that happen? It happens because the way you structure your website, the way it's strategically structured to guide your prospect down a path to create credibility, to make it easy to use on a cell phone, easy to use on a desktop, make it look beautiful, but perform even better. Okay, that's what we do here at Carrot. And we gave him back several $100,000 a year in revenue that he was losing before from a pretty but not well converting website. Same thing happened with Krista Mayshore, the #1 real estate agent in Brentwood, California. Okay, she already had an amazing business, 150 plus listings per year, crushing it in that market. Had a great custom website, looked really pretty. She switched over to Carrot. We dialed it in for her through the concierge program, and she emailed back later, about a month later, and said, hey, what are you guys doing? My students are asking what makes this website convert so much better, because we're getting way more leads through our What's Your Home Worth page and some of the other ones. She's like, what are you guys doing? I said, well, it's not just one thing. It's like dozens, if not hundreds of things we've learned over the years that make it perform better all around. Okay, so that's what you're getting with Carrot. Next, you don't have to worry about the tech, all right? When you set up a WordPress site, you have to worry about plugins. You have to worry about updating your WordPress site. I talked with a client yesterday, actually, here in the loft, not a client, a friend of ours here in the loft, where her website got hacked. It was a WordPress website because it wasn't tied down and really secure. We take care of all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about any of the tech stuff, including when mobile technology changes, making your website look amazing on mobile. We take care of all that, make your website really, really fast. So you can just be a real estate investor, you can be a real estate agent. Do your job, let us do ours. Okay, next, better tracking. I've heard a quote years and years ago that 50% of my marketing is working. I just don't know which 50%, right? So when you don't know which marketing of yours is working or not, you don't know what to cut and you don't know what to amplify. So with Carrot, we have a lot of tools built in where you can track your results better. You can track where your leads are coming from. Every lead has a lead source that says this came from a Google search, or this came from a Facebook ad, or this came from this specific Facebook ad, or we can track your keyword rankings and SEO and tell you what to do next. So not only is Carrot just a tool that's going to have a website that looks great, that converts better, but also we have the tools built in that are going to serve you and help you be a better marketer. Those alone are worth 10, 15, 20, 30 times what you invest with us at Carrot each and every month. Okay, and then the ROI side of things is a big deal. The way that I grew my companies is as soon as I got out of the mindset of looking at expenses versus ROI, we started to scale. because I stopped making decisions based on what the monthly expense looked like. I started making decisions based on, okay, if I make this investment, how much money am I going to regain, or how much time am I going to regain with this investment, and is it worth it? And with Carrot, going back to Krista Mashore or Carter or many other people, I mean thousands of other investors and agents who have reported results back to us, the ROI and time that they're getting by saving the time and having to mess with the tech stack and having to try to develop something that converts well, because odds are your first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 shots, it's not going to convert as well as what we've got dialed in, and we continue to hone that. You're going to be wasting a lot of time trying to go it alone or go with something that isn't based off of performance. And then on the flip side of it, how much money are you giving up right now because your website isn't converting your visitors into leads at a high rate? How much money are you giving up right now because your website doesn't look and operate amazingly on mobile if you're doing a bunch of Facebook traffic as a real estate investor or real estate agent? How much money are you giving up right now because your website isn't converting your offline marketing into deals at a good rate like Carter's? He was getting leads, but he didn't realize how many leads he was losing. Okay, then last is lower cost. When you start to add up everything in there, one of our aims is, can we deliver a higher ROI, save them more time than they could possibly do it by doing it themselves, make them more money than they could possibly do it by having it built out themselves because of all of our experience and our expertise and our team to manage the tech stack for you? And can we also do all for lower cost for you? And I believe we've done that. So just by paying us $100 or $200 a month, or in some cases even lower in some of our starter plans, we're saving you a lot of money. Okay, if we only save you 3 hours a month in marketing time versus going and doing it yourself, and you value your own time at least $100 an hour, that right there is a $300 a month savings, a $3,600 a year savings just in your time, not including the expenses that you would have to build these things out. Okay, so our aim is to have you help you get a better result, help you convert more of your offline marketing into deals, help you convert more of your online marketing into deals, help you rank better on SEO with our SEO tools and the way our system's built. So now you can show up when people are searching for solutions to the problems you can solve, and then help you not have to worry about the tech and not have to worry about all those things that are built into Carrot. Okay, we love to work with you. We love to help with you, save time, and really add predictability, consistency, and grow momentum in your business so you can crush it through this next market phase.